Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaking to the resolution.
Gentleman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, we do make history when we vote on a Supreme Court justice. We talk a lot about history in this House. Today, I want to go back almost 228 years, Mr. Speaker. It was on June 20th, 1788. A young member of this House of Delegates, who at that time was also serving as a delegate to the Virginia Convention, which was considering the U.S. Constitution, he stood in front of this body and he asked the following question: what is it that makes us trust our judges? And he answered for them: their independence in office and manner of appointment. Mr. Speaker, that was John Marshall, probably the greatest Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court in history. And he probably, more than anyone else in the history of the United States, cemented the rule of law, which we so revere in this country. Mr. Speaker and ladies and gentlemen of the House, I'm concerned today that we are about to ignore Chief Justice Marshall's wisdom from so long ago. We are proud of our processes here in Virginia, Mr. Speaker, but this process went badly off the rails, badly off the rails. We should be beyond who should have called whom when and who didn't call whom when, or who appeared at which press conference. I rise to express concern today, Mr. Speaker, that the way this seat has been considered by this General Assembly this year has the potential to leave a permanent stain on this institution, on the court, and on our Commonwealth. Everyone in this chamber, everyone in this Capitol building, everyone in this Capitol has seen the news articles and opinion pieces noting the 31 straight confirmations of gubernatorial nominations over the last 115 years. And as far as I can tell, no one, not a soul, has been able to find a single example in the history of our great Commonwealth of a sitting Supreme Court justice just being let go simply because the majority could. I'm a congenital optimist, Mr. Speaker. I know this General Assembly is made up of men and women of goodwill who've been and will continue to be great statesmen, who are here more out of love of the Commonwealth than on any particular party. And I urge us all to step back from the cliff we have put ourselves on and to not elect the candidate before us today, but rather to allow the circumstances which we face to continue and to allow the possibility that Justice Roush would be able to resume her seat in due time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.